Hello everyone, welcome to Wild Tarot Wednesday. I got something interesting. I think something a little different. I haven't seen anybody else use this tarot deck. I'll explain it a little bit. It's called the Native American Tarot Deck. And my name's Heidi Feather, but I'm not Native American. But Feather is truly my last name. Feather comes from English, from England. Think Charlotte Bronte area where she grew up on the moors and stuff. That's where the feather came from. It is an English word. But anyway, I've always felt this very strong connection with Native American culture since I can remember. Very strong connection. And I can't really explain why. But I tried to learn everything I could about Native American culture. I read everything I could get my hands on. And I started learning about things like that. Then I realized, I can't claim this as my heritage because I'm Scottish, Irish descent. I'm pagan, so I decided, I'm a pagan. I got to stick with my pagan roots. It's earth-based. It's what I am. It's who I am. That's my DNA. I'm pagan, right? So that was my course. And I'll try to make this a little bit shorter. To make a long story short, I said, I'm pagan. That's it. And I asked the universe, I said, I wanted to learn all about herbs. So guess what happens? I decided I want to learn all about herbs, so the universe says, okay, we'll teach you all about herbs. Just to say, I found myself amongst Native people and kind of immersed in their ceremonies. And so these cards really hold special meanings to me. They are from, let me see, I've had this a long time. Look how worn this is. It's taped together, it's so worn, the box. But it's created by Magda I probably pronounced Gonzalez Ashani Heritage, and illustrated by her husband, J.A. Gonzalez. And the book that goes with it is really interested in Harry Sparrowhawk, contributor. Okay, so let's do our reading. But I wanted to show you, before we do that, I wanted to show you the back. This is really quite interesting. It's a Hopi mandala, and you'll notice it looks like a swastika. And actually what most people don't realize is the swastika was a very sacred symbol to the Native American people and also the Buddhists. That's something they had in common. And what happened was it got turned around and put in a different direction and used as a symbol of war and not a symbol of peace in World War II. So let's do a 1, 2, 3, 4 general reading for our peeps souls. I'll use the elements. I'm going to talk about that sometime too, but not today. So I've got my eyes closed. I'm not looking at the card. General reading for people that will be seeing this video. Okay, I'm going to go. We'll start with fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 1's going to be down in the corner today. And we'll see what we have. Ooh, interesting. 10 of Shields, which is kind of nice. They have a keyword at the bottom. So harvest. Shields are about material, earthly concerns, our physical concerns. And so he's harvesting, I would assume, no, I think that's tobacco. I think he's harvesting tobacco. I don't think that's corn. It don't look like corn to me. Anyway, it looks more like tobacco leaves. So 10 is harvest. And that's a blessing. Reaping what you have sown. So this is, and it's, I have it on fire, so that means put some spirit behind your harvest. Right? It's really not much you could say. It's a really good card. Things are going well. It's you probably have planted seeds earlier, and now it's coming to fruition. So everything's going to be great. You should have everything that you need. Everything should be wonderful and bountiful. Should be really harvest. So that's number 1. Number 2 today is going to be on earth. Here we have matriarchs of pipes. They're called pipes for your fire symbol. So matriarch is, what do we got here? I always like looking at the pictures because they all have their basic meanings. So a matriarch would be like a queen. The Queen of Wands, basically, and the basic tarot deck. She got her kettle by the fire, or in my case, I like to say cauldron. So this could indicate someone with a very fiery personality. Someone who is very passionate and strong. So it could be, for this as a reading, you want to, I think the question to ask yourself, what are you very passionate about? What's very strong? I think today is going to be more of a question day. Sometimes that's what the cards will do. It'll be more something you can ask yourself. What part of your life do you need to be more in tune with, so that more in tune with that strong, fiery spirit? Where do you need to bring that out in your life, right? So I would say that would be the question to ask yourself. Maybe there's a fiery spirit in you that needs grounding, right? It needs a little bit of grounding in the earth, because I have it on the earth element. So reach deep within and find that fiery spirit and give it some grounding. And number 3, the Scout. This is 4 of blades, or what we would call 4 swords. Now 4 is about foundation and stability. And here we have swords or blades. So it's about air. Going through the air. And we have this Scout, and it's even on an air card. And it's called the Scout. So I am getting that. Be on the lookout for things. Okay, now air is about mental and mental focus. There may be, for those, there may be something in your life that you really need to be on the lookout for. Something intellectual, dealing with people with that are very strong-minded. So you probably want to be out on the lookout, especially like I'm getting in the workplace, or even online. There are people that are very intellectual, and they're very good at spinning things. So be on the lookout for people that like to spin things, and stay grounded if you can. That's for number 3. Okay, number 4. This is called the Thunderbird. It's 9 of shields. The Thunderbirds are also known as the Thunder Beings, I believe. And then the desert southwest, they're very important to bring the rains. And you can that's almost like what this picture looks like, is stylized as the Thunderbird is above, but he's bringing rains. It looks like there's the image of clouds, maybe. Well, this is what I'm seeing, and he's dropping rain on the desert floor, or about to. The rain hasn't quite dropped yet. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And this is on water. So what I'm getting today, wait a minute. Your emotions, there's something in you that needs nourishment. Something that's very emotional to you, that has been upsetting. And it's really been upsetting you. It needs to nourish. You need to nourish that part of you which has been upset. You need to give it some water, rest. It needs to be nurtured. So I think we'll leave that with you need nurturing. What in you, because I feel like it's a question today, is what is in you that needs nourishment? What emotion do you need to nourish that needs help? Maybe you've been really sad and upset, and you need to nourish that and acknowledge that sadness and give it some attention so that you can start to understand where that is coming from. Nourish it. What does it need? What do you need? What do you need to turn that around? So that's 4. So I'll do a little quick review here. 1 is 10 of shields or pentacles. And the key word is harvest. So what in your life do you need to harvest? What are you very thankful for? And it may be something fiery that you're thankful for, right? Something spiritually you're thankful for. Something harvest. Matriarch of Pipes on Earth, number 2. What do you need to nourish? What within you needs the nourishment of the fire, of spirit, of someone wise? Nourish that wise person within. And number 3 was this 4 of blades. Be on the lookout for someone intellectual that spins things a lot. It could cause some issues. And then on water we have the Thunderbird. Nourish those emotions, even the ones that are troubling, that we call troubling emotions. Sadness, depression. Nourish that with something better. Give yourself some nourishment. that's it for today's Wild Tarot Wednesday. And I think I'm going to say over and out.